Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Touring here, and today, guys, I'm here with another Total War Warhammer live BattleCast. In this game, we're actually going to play the Vampire Counts, but guys, we're doing a strictly Strigoi build. Strigoi, ghouls, kind of monsters, nothing like, you know, skeleton-like or anything like that. So we're actually just going to go full-on monster build. So just to kind of be in the spirit of that, let's go ahead and get a front line of Crypt Ghouls here. We're going to get some Crypt Horrors. We're also going to get the Claw of Nagash. That'll probably just be the one exception to keep these Crypt Ghouls fighting. And then let's also get the Devils of Schwarzhofen, and we're going to get 2 Vargeists, and I want to get, like... Can we get the Dire Pack? I feel like the Dire Pack's going to be pretty good here. So no Knights or anything like that. We're just going to say straight up Ghoul. So let's get these. Actually, I think we need these guys. Crypt Ghouls are going to be really strong against like Gore Herds and things like that. So I'm hoping like this will be good against Light. I have Armor Piercing. I have the Vargeist to really get in there and do like heavy DPS against like hopefully his Cav. I can get really good engagements there. So do I want to get like zombies? I don't think I want to get zombies. So I do have the Dire Pack, which is, I guess they count as a monster, right? They're Dire Wolves. It works. And the Strigoi Ghoul King is up on his Terrorgeist, so he should be able to make pretty short work of like any like harpies or anything like that with his you know, Terrorgeist, and of course with the support of the Vargeist and all that. Should be fine. So 3 Cryptors might be a little bit much, but what would I get if I cut it? A Vargulf? I think this is fine. This is a very ghoulish army, right? So let's go ahead and do this and just hope for the best. Yeah, it's going to be pretty fun. Strigoi Ghoul King can be strong. You know, there was a time in the meta when I would say he was like one of the more optimal picks, but I don't know why he fell out of popularity. Perhaps it's due to the fact that he's like somewhat squishy. Like he doesn't have as much armor, but as far as being a duelist, he's very, very good. And I also do think he's weak to fire, which is something that, you know, can come into play there. So we do have our ghoul. Look at this guy's name. I just noticed that. Oh man, the Destroyer. We'll just call him that for now. But pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. I know some of you guys were asking for a ghoul-themed army, so I'm trying my best to make it work. I didn't really put much thought into this. I kind of just got home from work and was like, all right, let's just play a Strigoi army and just try it out. So I'm sure there's more optimal builds. Oh no, I forgot a Black Coach, but a Black Coach is kind of out of line with the ghoul theme. It's not. It's more like a kind of aristocratic and you know a skeleton based and kind of spirit. Granted, I do have the Mortis engine, but still, I just wanted to have a Mortis engine just to give my ghoul some sustainability in the front line. Granted, might be cheating a little bit, but for the most part, guys, hopefully you enjoy this one. The Beastmen are definitely a good candidate for this. Like the ghoul army might struggle in a lot of matchups, but against the Beastmen, I think it's one that I have an okay chance. The Poison's going to be quite strong in the front line. It'll do a good job at kind of like neutralizing a lot of the damage and, you know, stats of a lot of the front line cheapo Beastmen infantry. So really eager to see how the Vargeist perform. I could do a Vanguard deploy with the Devils. That could be pretty fun. So the Feasters of the Dark actually do have stock, so we'll just kind of keep them with the main formation. Let's go ahead and get these Crypt Horrors kind of set up here. We do have the Strigoi Ghoul King all proud and triumphant over here, so this is going to be our main line. We do have the 2 Vargeists. Let's put them in here, and then the Dire Pack we're actually going to use like defensively. So we'll put them right here, so if he does come in with like, you know, Centaurs or anything like that, we're going to use the Dire Pack to go after him. So, you know, against a Giant build, he might like go with Giants because Giants are one of the more competitive answers against the Vampire Counts. I think the Crypt Ghouls will do pretty good, actually. You know, they have really high DPS for how cheap they are. They have 38 weapon strength and poison, which is really, really good. So poison does a lot. Weapon damage, armor piercing damage, it lowers their vigor. It's just solid all around. And of course, as vigor kind of dissipates on units, it then also, you know, leads to leadership issues and a bunch of other things. So. And Strigoi Ghoul King has Spirit Leech, which is good. Soul Blight. He also does have Invocation of Nehek, which is obviously a staple. You can't really play Vampire Counts without it, in my opinion. I mean, you can, but it'll be subpar. So, all right, let's do it to it. Let's bring the Ghoul Horde, the spooky, scary ghouls. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this stuff. I don't know what other theme suggestions you have. I know one of you guys suggested a miner, like a underground mining themed dwarf army where everything is like a underground. I don't really know how you could. Oh, he has a Cygor. He has a Cygor, yes, and he has Ungor Spear Herds. They're going to get wrecked so hard. So, okay, this is actually like a decent build against like traditional Vampire Counts, but against like what I brought, I think that my my Crypt Ghouls are just going to tear these guys to shreds like so horribly. His front line's going to get massacred. So right now, let's just go ahead and get the Devils and let's see if he has any missiles, firstly. So we're just going to fly over and hopefully you don't get hit by that. Oh no, oh no. That actually made contact. So that was really sloppy of me. My bad, guys, my bad. So we're just going to fly across and hopefully not get hit anymore. We do have the ability to summon we'll probably just summon Crypt Ghouls, to be honest. Like, I don't think we need any fancy business here. So the Devils, we can just like fly straight back. The Strigoi Ghoul King, let's just go ahead and fly over and get everyone ready to party. I think this is actually going to work. Like, I'm feeling confident. Normally, like with these kind of builds, I feel a little bit shaky, but with this, oh no, Strigoi Ghoul King. So he doesn't have any raiders, so we can kind of just sit here and just wait for the goodies and just kind of wait for the front line engagement to happen. And as soon as that fighting starts, we can then send in all the big boys in the back. So this Bray Shaman is like, it's just a prime target. It's just asking for it. The Strigoi Ghoul King could just kill it so quickly. And it looks like he does have Pit of Shades and also Occam's Mind Razor, which are both pretty good picks here. So we can actually just engage like so and just get these guys going here. So let's get these guys engaged here. Actually, let's get the Feasters in the Dark and go like up and around the back. like so. Yeah, that'll be good. And we'll put them in group 3. So excellent. We're in good shape, guys. So let's get these guys kind of engaged in the front like so. Get these guys here, and that's probably fine. So for the Cryptors, we can kind of like try and overload that flank, and then we can send some for support over here. And of course, the Mortis Engine we want to send right there. So good. Pretty good shape here. So what we're going to do initially is we're actually going to summon some Crypt Ghouls right on top of this guy just to kind of shut down his missile fire. I didn't want to do it too soon because I wanted them to like come in like right when the fighting started. So we're going to drop those Crypt Ghouls right there with the Strigoi Ghoul King. Definitely get some goodies going on there. So he should be summoning them in 3, 2, 1. And then we're actually going to jump on his cab and just shut those guys down. We're going to take away their charge bonus. We do surround that guy, which is going to be pretty nice. Let's get the Dire Pack coming up and around as well. Put him in group 4. And good. So we get a good engagement here. You can see we're doing some serious work just like annihilating these guys. Because again, high DPS against these units is going to be good. He does pull in some hounds, but for the most part, we do get a pretty good little engagement there. Let's get this Mortis Engine over here. These guys engage here and good. So yeah, we got the advantage there. We got the initiative. We are taking a little bit of damage though, more than I would like. So let's go ahead and switch here and let's go ahead and pop a fat juicy Invocation to Heck back here, which is going to be good. We'll give the Red Fury to these guys. And do I want to use like a Soul Blight or something? I don't think so. I think we can just honestly stand and fight. So Feasters in the Dark, we'll bring them around the back. The Dire Pack I should have like positioned there sooner, but again, it was like a bit of a snap decision there. So good. So the fight's going well over here. We do have the regeneration. We're still at 8 Vargeist models. So let's get the Feasters in the Dark on this guy and also get the anti-large hound. So what's nice about this little engagement is we did like drag a lot of his stuff into open field. You can see these Centaurs are taking a ton of damage, which is nice. And I think at the front line, we're going to win it. So I guess it's hard to say though. So we do have some Cryptors. Let's go ahead and pull them back here and have them like jump on the Cygor or something. We do have the anti-large hounds. So let's pull those guys over here as well. And yeah, so we're going to pull like all our flying goon squad back and we're going to get the Feasters in the Dark re-engaged here. We'll get these guys pulled around here. We do have these Cryptors who will help kind of like lock these guys down. So let's get the Dire Pack on that side. That's going to be really good. And move this Mortis Engine up here and good. So our Goon Squad is like back online. So let's go snipe that Cygor and just let him like deal with the fodder units right now. So good. So we do have an Invocation to Heck. Let's go ahead and see where we want to pop it. Probably honestly on these Vargeist is going to be good. Like that's kind of like our focal point of our army and it seems to be doing pretty well for us. So we're just going to snipe out the Cygor right now with our flying Vargeist squad. We do have these Feasters in the Dark doing a pretty good job just kind of locking down his fodder units. And we definitely don't want to let that Giant get on that Mortis Engine right there. It's definitely one of the staples to victory here. So can I actually, yeah, let's go ahead and summon some more Crypt Ghouls. So we're going to summon it right on top of that Giant. And we actually, oh, he actually gets a really good Pit of Shade. So very, very well played to my opponent. You know, good timing with that. But we do get some Crypt Ghouls here. We're able to kind of, you know, get this Giant kind of wrapped up. But we just had to eat that like a champ. So let's go ahead and finish off that guy. Feasters in the Dark making pretty good work of those Gore Herds over here. And we do have some units. It's a bit of an atrocious fight over there. But I would say like the focal point right here. Oh, and he does have Kazrak actually. So that's not bad at all. So let's push over here. Go after this Brayshane with the Lord of Shadows. We don't want to like play this game and just like sit and fight a Giant. So we can like leave these guys right here. And we also do have the summon group right here. So let's go ahead and put those guys and just working on the Giant. It'll poison it. The high DPS from both of those units will be pretty strong. And right now, we just go take out that Bray Shaman and just do our best there. So excellent. So things are going well. We do have the Dire Pack right here. The Dire Pack is crumbling, unfortunately, but let's go ahead and just kind of sit it. Oh, that thing's actually shattered. So it looks like his caster shattered too. So too much spookiness for him right now. Just spooky overload. So the Strigoi Ghoul King's in pretty good shape. Let's go ahead and give these guys an additional armor piercing buff. And it looks like the Feasters in the Dark doing really, really well. So bit of an interesting pick with Kazrak, but still Kazrak's fun. You know, I use him from time to time for laughs and giggles, but you know, at the end of the day, Morker is just like exponentially more competitive. So let's go ahead and get this guy over here. Granted, I'm not playing competitive build, so we're just like poisoning this Giant, just dragging him into the muck, just surrounded by all these ghouls. I love it. So Strigoi Ghoul King's gonna come in and just go deep on Kazrak over here. Like he is a scary duelist. He has like huge weapon damage. Oh, does he actually have an anti-large too? That's pretty neat. I never noticed that before. So we're just kind of jumping in here. Let's pull this Mortis Engine over here. We're pretty much out of Winds of Magic, so he doesn't have like, you know, Master of the Black Arts, or you know, I didn't have like Arcane Conduit or anything like that. So we're not going to get like as much pure value out of it. So let's go ahead and just kind of keep this guy fighting, and we can kind of just Zerg it at this point. Let's go ahead and maybe pull the Strigoi Ghoul Kings, not the Strigoi Ghoul Kings, excuse me, the Vargeist out. Maybe do a little bit of like cycle charging. So we'll pull him up, just like re-engage on that Giant, and hopefully we can just kind of seal the deal there. So looks like we're able to do it, boys. We're able to pull out the win. It was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed that Strigoi build. And, you know, believe it or not, that actually worked really well. It was super smooth. And we had pretty good answers for, like, the Giants and you know, his Cav. Like, his Cav, one of the things that's really good about Centaurs is their charge bonus and their speed. But having flying, we were able to, like, negate a lot of that by just, like, charging in and then using Invocation and the Feasters in the Dark to really win that flank. So well played to my opponent, the Destroyer. We're just going to call him that. If you guys want to articulate his name on your own, feel free. But thanks again for playing, man. It was a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed that Ghoul cast, and have an excellent night.